If you're new here, this channel is all about giving you practical, evidence-based health information you can actually use. So hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. Skin cancer is the most common type of cancer globally, with more cases diagnosed each year than all other cancers combined. But here's the good news. Most skin cancers are highly preventable, and when caught early, they're also highly treatable. Today, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about protecting your skin, from understanding UV radiation to practical daily habits that can dramatically reduce your risk. Understanding skin cancer basics before we talk about prevention, let's quickly cover what skin cancer actually is. Skin cancer occurs when skin cells are damaged, typically by ultraviolet radiation from the sun or tanning beds, causing them to grow abnormally and uncontrollably. There are three main types. First, basal cell carcinoma, which is the most common and least dangerous. It grows slowly and rarely spreads. Second, squamous cell carcinoma, which is more aggressive than basal cell but still very treatable when caught early. And third, melanoma, which is the most serious form. Melanoma can spread to other parts of the body and is responsible for the majority of skin cancer deaths. Now, certain factors can increase your risk. These include fair skin, a history of sunburns, excessive sun exposure, living in sunny or high-altitude climates, having many moles, a family history of skin cancer, a weakened immune system, and previous radiation treatment. But regardless of your skin type or background, anyone can develop skin cancer, which is why prevention is important for everyone. The UV radiation threat. Let's talk about the main culprit, UV radiation. Ultraviolet radiation from the sun comes in three forms, but we're most concerned with UVA and UVB rays. UVB rays are what cause sunburn and play a key role in developing skin cancer. They're strongest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. UVA rays, on the other hand, penetrate deeper into the skin, contribute to premature aging, and also play a role in skin cancer development. These rays can penetrate through windows and clouds. Here's something many people don't realize. UV radiation doesn't just affect you on sunny beach days. Up to 80% of UV rays can penetrate clouds, so you can get sun damage on overcast days. UV rays also reflect off surfaces like water, snow and sand, increasing your exposure. Snow can reflect up to 80% of UV rays, which is why skiers and snowboarders need sun protection too. The UV index is your friend here. This is a scale from 1 to 11 plus that measures the strength of UV radiation on any given day. You can find it in most weather apps. When the UV index is 3 or higher, you need sun protection. When it's 8 or higher, extra precautions are essential. Sunscreen, your first line of defense. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, sunscreen. This is your first and most important line of defense against skin cancer, but many people use it incorrectly or not often enough. First, choose the right sunscreen. You want a broad spectrum sunscreen which protects against both UVA and UVB rays. Look for SPF 30 or higher. SPF 30 blocks about 97% of UVB rays, while SPF 50 blocks about 98%. Going higher than SPF 50 doesn't add much more protection. You'll also want to choose between mineral and chemical sunscreens. Mineral sunscreens with zinc oxide or titanium dioxide sit on top of the skin and physically block rays. They're great for sensitive skin. Chemical sunscreens absorb UV rays and convert them to heat. Both types work well when used correctly. Now, here's where most people go wrong. Application. You need about 1 ounce, which is roughly a shot glass full, to cover your entire body. For your face alone, you need about a nickel-sized amount, maybe more if you have a larger face or beard. Most people apply only 25–50% of the recommended amount, which dramatically reduces protection. Supply sunscreen 15 to 30 minutes before going outside to allow it to bind to your skin. And this is crucial. Reapply every 2 hours or immediately after swimming, sweating heavily, or towel drying. Yes, even if it says water resistant. Water resistant sunscreen only maintains its SPF level for 40 to 80 minutes in the water. Don't forget commonly missed spots: your ears, the back of your neck, your hands and feet, your lips. Use SPF lip balm, the tops of your feet, your scalp if you have thin hair, and your eyelids. These areas are prone to skin cancer because people forget to protect them. One more thing about sunscreen: it should be part of your daily routine, not just for beach days. If you're going to be outdoors for any length of time, even running errands, you need sun protection. Protective clothing and access sunscreen is important, but it shouldn't be your only defense. Clothing is actually one of the most effective ways to protect your skin. A typical white cotton t-shirt provides only about SPF 5 to 7 protection, but darker, tightly woven fabrics offer much more. You can also buy clothing with UPF rating, which stands for ultraviolet protection factor. UPF 50 means only 1/50th of UV radiation reaches your skin. Here's my recommended sun-safe wardrobe. Long sleeve shirts and long pants when possible, especially during peak sun hours. Wide-brimmed hats that shade your face, ears and neck. A baseball cap protects your face but leaves your ears and neck exposed, so those aren't ideal. Sunglasses that block 99–100% of UVA and UVB rays. UV damage to your eyes can lead to cataracts and other problems. Plus, the skin around your eyes is delicate and prone to skin cancer. Consider keeping a sun protection kit in your car, extra sunscreen, a hat, sunglasses, and maybe a lightweight long-sleeved shirt. That way, you're always prepared, even if you didn't plan to be outside. Beyond what you wear or apply, how you behave in the sun makes huge difference. Seek shade, especially between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. when UV rays are strongest. If your shadow is shorter than you are, UV radiation is at its peak. Use the shadow rule as a guide. When you're at the beach or pool, use an umbrella or tent for shade, but remember that UV rays can reflect off sand and water, so you still need sunscreen even in the shade. Plan outdoor activities for early morning or late afternoon when possible. If you exercise outdoors, try to do it before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. Here's something critical: avoid tanning beds completely. There's no such thing as a safe tan from a tanning bed. Indoor tanning before age 35 increases your melanoma risk by 75%. Tanning beds emit UV radiation that's often more intense than the midday sun. Despite what the tanning industry might claim, there's no safe way to use tanning beds. If you want that sun-kissed look, use self-tanning lotions or sprays instead. Let's also address the myth of the base tan. Some people think getting a tan before vacation will protect them from sunburn. This is false. A tan is actually your skin's injury response to UV radiation. A base tan provides minimal protection, equivalent to about SPF 3. It doesn't prevent skin damage or reduce your cancer risk. In fact, any change in your natural skin color from UV exposure indicates DNA damage. Vitamin D concerns? I know some of you are thinking, but what about vitamin D? Don't I need sun exposure for that? This is a common concern. Yes, your body produces vitamin D when your skin is exposed to sunlight. However, you need much less sun exposure than you might think. Just a few minutes of sun on your hands, arms and face several times a week is typically sufficient for most people. If you're concerned about vitamin D deficiency, especially if you're practicing strict sun protection, talk to your doctor. You can get vitamin D from dietary sources like fatty fish, fortified milk and cereals, and egg yolks. Many people also benefit from vitamin D supplements, which are safe and effective. Getting a vitamin D blood test can tell you if you need supplementation. The bottom line is this: the risks of excessive UV exposure far outweigh the benefits of sun-derived vitamin D, especially since you can easily get vitamin D from other sources. Skin self-exams and monitoring prevention is crucial, but so is early detection. I recommend doing a skin self-exam once a month. Here's how. Examine your entire body in a full-length mirror, then use a hand mirror to check hard-to-see areas. Check your scalp by parting your hair or having someone help you. Don't forget to look between your toes, on the soles of your feet, and under your nails. Use the ABCD rule to identify suspicious moles. A is for asymmetry, one half doesn't match the other half. B is for border, edges are irregular, ragged or blurred. C is for colour, the colour isn't uniform and may include shades of brown, black, pink, red, white or blue. D is for diameter, the spot is larger than 6 millimeters across, about the size of a pencil eraser, though melanomas can be smaller. E is for evolving, the mole is changing in size, shape or colour. Also watch for the ugly duckling sign. If you have one mole or spot that looks significantly different from your others, get it checked. Other warning signs include a sore that doesn't heal, a new growth, a spot that itches, bleeds or crusts, or any change in sensation like tenderness or pain. See a dermatologist annually for a professional skin exam, or more often if you're at higher risk. If you notice anything suspicious, don't wait for your annual appointment. Early detection saves lives. When caught in its earlier stages, melanoma has a 5-year survival rate of about 99%. Conclusion? Alright, let's wrap this up. Preventing skin cancer isn't complicated, but it does require consistent habits. Use broad-spectrum SPF 30 or higher sunscreen every day and reapply every 2 hours when outdoors. Wear protective clothing, hats and sunglasses. Seek shade during peak UV hours from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Avoid tanning beds completely. Do monthly skin self-exams and see a dermatologist annually. Remember, skin cancer is highly preventable and these simple steps can dramatically reduce your risk. Your skin is your body's largest organ, so take care of it. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Drop a comment below and let me know what other health topics you'd like me to cover. Until next time, stay safe and stay healthy.